Hello everyone, this is Affiliate Tempest. Welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you install Fabric Modloader on your vanilla Minecraft launcher and how you use MultiMC and do the same on there. First of all, you're going to launch your Minecraft launcher. As you can see, I already have instances for that. What you're gonna do, I delete these for now for tutorial reasons. You're gonna do, I don't know if it's activated on. I think you can access this menu just fine without any different settings. You go on installations, hit new. This tutorial is for 1.15.1, so you select 1.15.1 and hit create. Then you gotta hit play to let it at least boot up once. It already has the assets that it needs on my PC. But if you don't, it might take some time to load the assets for that. Here, ready on software or whatever. After it loaded up, you quit it right away. Then we gotta download Fabric installer that we have here. I will link it in the description. When you go to the site, make sure you hit vanilla, no expert options whatsoever. Make sure it's the latest installer version. And for Windows, you download the exe. For Mac OS X or Linux, you need the jar file. I'm gonna download this. Well, yeah, I have it already. That's this one. Skip the download here then. When you've downloaded it, you run it. Here, Windows will ask you if is the program allowed to write files. When it's open, make sure you select the right Minecraft version. Our server is, since this tutorial is mostly for our server is 1.15.1, so you select this, select the latest loader version. Don't need to change anything on the select installation location. And hit create a profile. So we'll create a profile for you right away and hit install. Depending on your system and how fast your internet connection is and whatever, it might take a while until it shows done. When it's done, you can just close it. And when you open your Minecraft launcher, it will select the instance for you, like Fabric Loader 1.15.1 build version, whatever. But to make most of the mods work with Fabric, we need an additional file, which is called Fabric API. Oh, that's not the correct version. No! Don't do this to me. Okay, I will link the correct link in the description. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Fabric API. Yeah, we need the 1.15.1 version, this one here. I don't know why the link that I linked in my... Why is it showing 1.15.2? Oh, whatever. Let's just say it's the correct version. Okay. When you download it, you might want to download it directly to your mods folder. If you don't want to do that, download it and go to your appdata%. Go into Minecraft, mods, and drop it here. As you can see, I already dropped mine here. When you've done this, you basically have the foundation for modding. Now what most people wanted on my server, because I showed it on my stream and whatever, is roughly enough items. What does it do? Basically, if you're in game mode or you have give command access on servers or whatever, you can fast access items. That's one thing. But the most feature that people want is the recipe feature. As you can see, I already installed the latest. So I'm gonna skip the download here, but that also goes into your mods direction. I will link the the local link to your mods directory, so don't worry about that. Then you have all your stuff that you want to have downloaded in a mods folder. You get your vanilla launcher and hit play. It will download some assets again, and then it will start up. It might take a while considering your system once again. There we go. Why are you automatically running into full screen? This is not what I wanted. Okay, when you load the world now, or join the server or whatever, and you open your inventory, see these neat little things. What are those? You can toggle it also to show only the craftable stuff. You can search items, like for example Diamond X. When you hover it and hit A, you can add it to favorites over here. So you don't need to always look for a recipe, you can just store it as many favorites as you want to the left. As you can see, I can hit more items here. Oops. Like this. And they store up here as many as you want. But when you left click something, for example, you can see the recipe and where it's stored. If you selected on the initial startup that you want the villager trade layout, not the classic layout, what you also can do, wait, can I give you game mode for a second? Or did I turn off cheats? I turned off cheats. Let me create a world where I can use cheats for a second. So I can show you the other neat thing of it before we head over to the MultiMC tutorial. I'm a bit sniffly today, please excuse me. Okay, should be able to change my game mode now. Yes, there we go. Okay, we need a crafting bench. We need 2 diamonds, we need a stick. Okay, when I access the craft bench now and I hit the recipe over here, you can see this plus icon and saying move items. What it basically does, if you hit this, it will automatically copy the recipe to your crafting bench and you can just take it out and it's done. That's basically it. Okay, with that we are finished on Vanilla Launcher. Now the other thing that we have is MultiMC. MultiMC is an instance manager. You can have multiple instances. I know you can also do that on the vanilla launcher, I know, but MultiMC comes with some neat functions that you don't have on the vanilla launcher. It basically makes it easier for you to install Modloaders and whatever. But before we can use MultiMC, we need to install Java system-wide. Once again, download the binaries that you need for your system, like Linux x64. I don't know if you also need Linux 32 bits, like the same for the Windows to let it work properly. But I think people who know Linux will use the terminal anyways to install Java, so I don't think that is like crucial for Linux people. Yeah, Map 06 people know how to install software as well. We will concentrate on Windows here. We need the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. I downloaded these already on my desktop, so I will skip the download. You need both versions. You need the offline 32-bit and the offline 64-bit. I know it doesn't show 32-bit, but this is the 32-bit thing. If you're missing 32-bit, 64-bit version will not work. When you're done with downloading this stuff, you let these run. First the 32-bit, or as it's stated here, i586 version. Hit install. I will skip that now because it would just update my Java, but it is on the latest version. When this is done, actually, you know what? I will let it install just for the sake of the tutorial. Let it run until it's done. Once again, it might take a while depending on your system specs and whatsoever. When the 32-bit is done, you go for the 64-bit. To install again. You don't need to change the target folder or whatever. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, my SSD isn't the fastest. I have a generic SATA M2 SSD. Okay, when we are done, we grab the MultiMC for our corresponding system. Since I already have it installed, I'm not going to unpack it. I'm just going to show you what's inside here. Inside here is all the files that you need. You might want to store them on your SSD or whatever. Like, let's see. Let's say I want to store it here. You just drag it over here. Let it copy a bit. Then you run this, or as I did, you do a like desktop shortcut. I will delete this now because it's on my other drive already. Then you run MultiMC. It will probably ask you some stuff. I will delete this instance because that was from the failed recording. Because technology is a nice thing these days and fails you every time you rely on it. First thing you gotta do, you might wanna hit the top right thing and add your Minecraft account on Manage Accounts. When you are done with that, oh. Okay, there's we know it. hit add, then you hit manage account, and as you can see here, enter your Mojang account. When you're done, you close this, and then you go to new instance. Same with the vanilla launcher, you select your instance, or if you import the instance that I shared on my Discord, you put the link in here. Well, download the instance and import it, like for example this instance, select it, hit OK, and it imports the stuff, or input the link. But let's say we want to make a new instance for our server. Then you select 151. I will give it a name, group, whatever. I will name it tutorial for now. Then you will see the new icon. I will change, to distinguish it from my other instance, we'll change the icon to the fox icon. So when you created your instance, you right click it and you want to hit edit instance. On this window, as you can see, it has the Minecraft basing, the I don't know what this is for actually, but it's also crucial. You hit install fabric loader. You hit the latest recommended, like with the star. Mark it and hit OK. Now you can see it installed to stuff that we need for fabric. Okay. But now we also need the API on here again. How we do that? It's a completely different file structure. The answer is easy. You hit loader mods and hit add. Then you browse to wherever you stored the mods that you wanted to install. I will grab the ones that are my other instance now for this tutorial, but you might have it in downloads or whatever, or on the desktop. Select the mod, like Fabric API, roughly enough items. Let's get some more, maybe the minimap as well, and orderly the unit frames. As you can see, it loaded all the mods in. When we start, it will load the mods. But Affiliate, I want to use a resource bank. How I'm doing that? Well, either you can do the in-game thing, like go into option resource pack and then open resource pack folder, or you can do it the easier way to manage it. Do it the resource pack step. This you can like disable, enable before you even load it, which is way faster and better than like loading and reloading it in game. You hit add, and also this time select where your resource pack is. For example, I will use Steven's traditional now for load. As you can see, it's here and it's enabled because the checkbox is on. You're done with that. Like with everything, like your mods, your resource packs you want to have, whatever. Maybe you want to import some words that you can that you can do as well. Like in saves, you can select. Okay, it needs to be zipped, but you can like select your zipped world, and it will unpack it and load into the instance. You can add the servers before you like start the client. Excuse me. So with all this done, basically you can either close and then like trade skill master quiet. I'm talking here. You can either hit right click and launch. You can left click it and hit launch to the right over here. Or if you're still in the edit instance window, you can also hit launch here and it will launch. So let's launch it for now. Okay, usually you won't see this if it like launches, I think. Because it just shows you what it's doing in the background, so don't worry about that. Okay, as you can see, it says fabric. We have everything loaded. I'm not going to change the UI now and whatever, but I'm gonna turn off the music. Quiet. Let's create a super flat world for now, because that generates faster. Yeah, as you can see, you are being greeted by the Minimaps tutorial menu, which you can just skip with the Y button. But for me, it's Y on US or Y English layout keyboards. It's the Z button. Yeah, as you can see, you have the recipe stuff here again. Yeah, okay. This is what I meant. On this it will tell you, do you want the classic layout or the villager layout? I like the villager layout more because it shows you all machines where you can do stuff in. For example, if I select gold, you can see it shows you like crafting, smelting, blasting. So yeah, that's basically it for the tutorial. I hope I could help you. I will link all the files you need on the video description. And I will see you next time on my streams, I would say. So, bye bye.